Where there is light, there are also shadows. Synergy is an unspoken mutual trust.
Open your eyes. A bright path awaits.
We will be invincible if we truly trust each other. Gaze the stars and seek your path. Our victories will be limitless.
Peace shall reign the world.
Where there is light, there are also shadows.
There's no grace to seek. Mortals must save themselves.
Everyone has the right to embrace their true self.
For peace!
Where there is light, there are also shadows. Synergy is an unspoken mutual trust.
Open your eyes. A bright path awaits.
We will be invincible if we truly trust each other. Gaze the stars and seek your path. Our victories will be limitless.
Peace shall reign the world.
Where there is light, there are also shadows.
There's no grace to seek. Mortals must save themselves.
Everyone has the right to embrace their true self.
For peace!
Team Shuffle. So even Team Shuffle is a really great team. So I think we will be in for so much energy tonight. So we will soon go towards the draft and let's see how the draft goes.
And just to remind you, folks, these matches was the best of 3 with 5 bands coming in from each side. So that will be a total of 10 bands and a best of 3. So we can actually see the skills and the prowess coming from both the teams as we should be going into the draft at any moment now. And given the fact that there are going to be 5 bands for each team, I think that opens up a lot of different heroes and different mechanics coming in from both the teams, which makes it a little bit more challenging for them, as some of them can be target banned if there are any players to watch out for. So what bans are you expecting here, Zoey?
I think both the teams might have done their homework because we gave all the rounds live. So they might, it might be easy for them to, if they did some research, it might be easier for them to know what the enemy teams are good at. So I think both the teams will really target on the heroes that are being played by the enemy team specifically. So let's see how the draft goes.
Speaking of the draft and target bans, we do see Hanzo being taken out, realizing that the team rule number 0 has a really great Hanzo player, which we saw on the stream ourselves. And just a respect ban coming in from the side of team Shuffle. And Lancelot being banned out as well. Will they target ban their jungler? Seems like they are. They're taking out the Bane as well. And Team Shuffle with quite a game plan to actually ban out their jungler with the opposition side.
Yeah, we can see all the 3 bans are junglers. So I think both the teams are really focusing on the junglers right now because really flexible heroes are open, to play as junglers. So I think going on, these bans are really good. And Bane being a really flexible hero, being out of the scene, I think it will give team Shuffle a really good advantage. And also Noveria being banned, the new mage being banned,
See
who
value in
will be
me?
a
Your
really great
team is
presence, giving
You
out
banned.
should.
vision and using her snipe to melt the heroes down. So I think she goes out as well. I think that's a reasonable ban because in the new meta we could see many players are going for the Noveria ban. And also there comes another jungler being
May the
banned,
blood of my
Fredrin,
enemies flow
out
through
of
Your
my
the
team
team
spear.
is picking.
Kronos.
Yeah, you can see Fredrin, all
Among
three
the
bans coming in
planes
from the side of Team
exists
Shuffle
the
being junglers,
equilibrium,
and Vincent to end
which
the
I
dark
was
phase of the
made
first.
for.
And we have the first pick in Eve, and actually really good mage with the real world manipulation to get high ground and have that kill box for their team to pick a lot of team fights to zone the enemies away from objectives. A very high priority mage, you can say, in terms of utility and damage. And to counter that, they have taken the Valentina, which has the IMU to actually take away the real world manipulation itself, and giving Shuffle a hard time in the draft because they
The
don't
odds
want to
are
give
a
any
miracle.
AoE ultimates for this Valentina to copy. And Pradeep going here for the Brody, who's another great marksman that can scale into the late game with and without items both, and can also melt tanks in the front line, and will be proving to be a menace. And Team Shuffle hovering over the jaw.
Yes, true that. I think they are really deciding yet
I am the
what to
moonlight
go
that
on
breaks
for.
through the
Okay, we
darkness.
can see something
It is
going
better
in
to be
for the
feared
Your
Mia
than
team
pick.
is
loved,
picking.
if you cannot
We
buff.
could see a Mia player in the previous tournaments too. Um, a really great Mia player. So I cannot blame this player for locking in Mia because I could see the potential that Mia is capable of doing for an enemy team. Like they Mia be melting down, coming in towards the battlefield with the hidden
I will
moonlight,
protect you.
melting the heroes down
Your team is
unexpectedly.
banning.
So it will. They have no time even to react for the Mia's damage that will be coming in. So I think Mia is a really good pick too. And coming in as the jungler will be Aemon, a really great jungler, a really great heroes to go on with the hyper. And even though team RNZ have the Valentina to use the IMU and copy
Heurology
the
is my
endless
Your
shots,
team is
I
banning.
think that would be a bit of an advantage towards team RNZ. But let's see what will be the
Your
strategy
team
of
is
both the teams.
banning.
And we can see Gozu General going in for the Lolita pick as the Roma.
And the Lolita is a surprise pick for me because I thought they would be going for the jungler, given that they have already banned 4 junglers coming in from both the sides, and they're taking out the Diggy and Grok, who could possibly go into the EXP lane. And the Team RNC realizing that they already have Team Shuffle have a really good team fight comp and do not want to give away an AoE Atlas,
Your
AoE
team is picking.
Fatal Links in Atlas, and especially after they banned out the Diggy, and Team Shuffle taking out the Terizla as well. Having 10 bans here and 6 heroes being picked up, that's 16 heroes. We still have a lot of heroes to choose from. However, and they are taking the Joy. This is a
When the
flex
body
pick, could go into the
suffers,
jungle, could go
the
into the
spirit
EXP lane.
blooms.
I personally prefer Joy in the EXP lane as she'll have the vengeance to sustain a little more. However, Baldudu here going with the Benedetta, not something we see quite often.
Yeah, true that. I think Joey will be a really great counter towards Crunchy, who is on Eve, because Eve is not mobile at all. Like when using the real world manipulation, I think that will, she will be really vulnerable towards Joey at the moment. So I think the backliner should be protected at all costs by Team Shuffle. Looking at the picks of Team RNZ, still the EXP laner is yet to be picked by Team RNZ. easy, but we can see Team Shuffle are completing their draft, and also the penalty zone getting out of the scene, being the last ban. And also look at that, the divine judgment coming in from Team Shuffle. I think the divine judgment can cancel the real world manipulation, so I think they do not want Team RNZ to go on with the Kaja pick 2 in the EXP lane. So I think that's a good pick coming in by Team Shuffle. And also Vendetta being picked. I think Vendetta is a really mobile hero. So that she can sustain damage, she can regen, she can escape from tricky situations. So I think that's a really good pick coming in for the EXP lane. And with the Petrify, she'll be a nightmare, guys. And also Allus. Okay, look at that, Kronos. Just as you said, I think Joy is going in the EXP lane with the Vengeance, and Allus is going to be the Hyper.
Not really a big fan of that. You don't really want to see someone like all this going in the jungle, especially when the opponents have a Kaja, a Mia, and a Eve, because he has to get really up close and personal and to actually deal any damage, and does not scale with HP. He needs that time. He needs that level 12 power spike, which comes about in the 6 to 8 minute mark if he does really well in the farm. However, ideally it is around the 8 to 10 mark that he will hit his power spike. And as you can see, target banning one person, taking away all these jungle picks, does cause strain towards the jungler and not having a large hero pool. So I think this 10 ban draft actually gives a lot of space to those who have a larger hero pool. I can say a lot of heroes that are actually better here. But as we speak, we get into the land of dawn for your first semi-final for this tournament, Midsummer Meet Tournament in day 11 between Team Shuffle and Team. What was this team's name again? I'm sorry, I forgot. Team Shuffle and Team RNZ, guys. And here we go.
Yeah, we can see the early team fight coming in the near the red buff. I think Kaja really tried to go for the red buff, just as you said, but Goza General was successfully able to zone him out from the jungle, and that was a good thing to do. And also we can see Mia has rotated towards the mid lane, and the bottom lane is still in the hands of Brody right now. The gold being isolated there, and I think they were going to because the first step goes down. Vendetta takes down Lolita, and also Punchy was taken down by Olas as well, going deep inside the jungle of the enemies, getting punished for the deed. And Kronos, what do you think? How do you think the game will go on? Both teams are still 1-on-1.
Yeah, both the teams have a 1-to-1 kill score. However, I did think the plan coming in from Team Shuffle to send Mia into the mid lane and leave the bot lane empty was that go and invade the jungle of Aulus. As I said, he is a very weak early game hero and he does not really have that much damage, neither does he have that much sustain. And not to forget, he does not have any CC as well. So if the invade was successful, we could see the Mia going in getting some kills over there, especially since he's having the Inspire as an emblem to give that 500% attack speed bonus. And that would have been a really good game plan coming. However, the Joy and Valentina were able to sniff that and cancel that invade, which actually put this early game in the favor of the side of team rule number 0, where Aulus is having a much better time farming up, and he also got a kill, which will be helpful to him, which helps him get a little quicker to that power spike that we're looking at on his level 12, where his axe changes into the larger form, and which actually gives him a lot of AoE damage and will be as well. There's Benedetta realizing this, going in and harassing this Aulus, knowing that Aulus cannot actually contest for the jungle with the Petrify, going in, and the Eve gets a kill on this Aulus with the real world manipulation. Benedetta really being a nuisance, knowing that she has the early game advantage. And the Kaja with the divine judgment and the endless shots coming out from Eamon as well. The real world manipulation being used by Valentina from the INU. And Lolita should be going down here, however she does not, and the kill goes out in the Aulus actually takes down this Benedetta who was overextended, and a double kill going into the Aulus. He gets the card as well. He should be getting a triple. No, he gets an assist on this game, and that was a 3-for-2 trade. And I believe in the favor of the side of team rule number 0.
Yes, true that. I think Shaju was phoned up the really great moment. I think that gave him an opportunity to come and secure like 2 kills and 1 assist. I think Kaja really went chasing down, really desperate to take down Gosu General, and he was able to, but he got punished for the deed as well by Aulus. That was a really, great game change, in fact, because the Aulus went down first, and I thought Team Shuffle had the advantage, and Team RNZ could turn that around.
Yeah, Team Ruler Mazira having a great time, even though they have a late game pick here. Diru getting caught in the real world manipulation. The Eve using it very aggressively to actually make him low to cancel this rotation coming in from their opposition mage. And Brody with the Tonapot memory in the bot lane, not really enough damage to do anything. There is a 4-man gank going here in the bot. Tiscacha being a nuisance for the other team. Aulus actually chunking down the gold shield of this mid turret, and the Mia being a menace here in the bot lane. Lolita here with the ultimate gets a stun on the Mia. However, the Mia does go down, and it's a kill going in towards the Lolita. And will Brody get another kill with the tone apart memory, which he does not, I believe, does not have, and he barely survives. Pradeep overextending, and Kaja being a menace and still surviving thanks to his passive, which gives him regen from the more enemies that are around from his first kill. Here, Aulus going in for the turtle, and we will see the Benedetta goes in with the Petrify. Aulus, however, gets the turtle. Aulus with his ultimate and the real world manipulation coming in from Eve, now using the vengeance and actually getting away. With the Benedetta gets away with the eye for an eye and gets caught. And the Aulus, who is a late game hero, is actually on a killing spree with the 4-1-1 KDA.
Yeah, this is not good news for Team Shuffle, because it's not a good fact that Aulus is getting kills in the early parts of the game, not to mention about him being so much powerful in the late parts of the game as well. So we can see a possible gang towards a possible team fight in the bottom lane, but I think when Valentina really tried to give an ambush, but he was discovered by you. And also, we can see that team fight was not okay. Look at that bad situation and goes down with the electrifying lead of Zoey and endless shots taking down Valentina as well. Too much damage for the mage to handle. Still, while he is going in for the Vendetta, but I think he rotated towards the mid lane and lost his lane. However, Shard is going in for the mid lane tower. I think he was able to take it down. Also, General is also in a pretty bad situation now. Retribution was forced on him to slow him down. The ice retribution, and he goes down as well. Shard is in a pretty bad situation. Endless shots, getting the shot down. Double kill for Eamon from Team Shuffle, guys. And for the time beats Destiny Hasadan Vendetta. However, he was too mobile for the electrifying beats to take her down. I think really good stuff going on, Kronos, in the match.
Yeah, I believe so. And while we were looking at all the early game chaos and havoc that was happening, Silverhawk actually not dying to any one of them, just being able to farm up, realizing that Eamon has a better power spike in the mid game and using that to its fullest advantage, getting a double kill in the bot lane, which might create the opening that they need. This is the moment for Team Shuffle to actually shine, where they have everything available with them. Benetta going in with an eye for an eye, and will she get a kill? She does not. Kaja with the divine judgment and the real world manipulation being used by Eve, and Valentina also copying the same and trying to survive for a bit longer, however, in vain as she goes down. Joy does get a push on the top lane as well as we speak, and they are invading this jungle of the Owlus, and Silverhawk getting that blue buff traded as the Owlus did the same in the for the Eamon's blue buff as well. And Aulus actually trying to be very aggressive here against this Benedetta, knowing that he has the farm, he has the damage, he has the items right now, and he does not need any more time to scale, saying his team that, hey, he has these items, we can pick these fights. But at this moment, if you ask me, it's still a 50-50. Looking at the gold lead, just a small 1k into the side of Team Shuffles, which does not matter, realizing that Team Rule Number 0 do have more damage coming out from the AoE burst.
Okay, look at the country using the real world manipulation inside the zone of the tower, but Lolita does escape at the right moment. And look at the damage that Endless shots are causing towards Pradeep, forcing him to retreat back to the base. Shahzu happened to, force back to the base as well. And also, Ghost General was on really low HP and he had to go first because real world manipulation cast in by you. I think Ghost General took in too much damage from that. And also, the first Lord will be evolving in 26 seconds. Shahzu in near the Lord, but I do not think he'll go for the solo Lord. So let's see what's happening. And the second turret is being forced. Oh, Endless shots getting another kill. Aiming on a monster kill. 6 continuous kills for the Hyper from Team Shuffle. And look at that, guys. Look at. Oh my god, Vendetta tried to escape at all mights, but she goes down as well. And a killing spree for Mia. Brody taken down with the help of the Divine Judgment. But look at Olus pushing all the way through in the bottom lane, and he is initiating the Lord at the moment. I think it will be without a contest. The first Lord will be secured by Team RNZ Kronos.
Yeah, that was quite a team fight coming in from the top lane. Joy proving a menace with all those electrifying beats, just dancing around the opponents. The team Shuffle not able to do anything as they have only one singular lockdown coming in from the Kaja. After that is used, the Joy is quite free, especially having that vengeance to roam around with the electrifying beats. And Chaju just making most of that opportunity, taking both the tier 3 and the tier 2 turrets in the bot lane, along with the Lord, realizing that he just hit his level 12 power spike. And at this point, Aulus is just unstoppable. The only way he can be stopped is with the Divine Judgment. Will Kaja actually prioritize the Aulus, or will he go for the Valentina and the Brody? There are too many targets to pick out, but not many enough lockdowns. We will see that this Benedetta will have to play a bigger part in this game right now to be able to zone this Mia away. To be able to zone this Brody away. Aulus with the ultimate to actually cancel out them, and the Luminous Blast connecting with the real world manipulation coming from the IMU shutdown on this Mia. Valentina getting that crucial kill just when the Lord was about to push. However, the Lord was taken down and they do have the advantage. Will they be able to capitalize? Looks like they are going in for this fight and using the real world manipulation. However, realizing the Aulus is outside the range of the real world manipulation does cancel that, and then Lishka gets a kill on this Brody. Damon going in, the electrifying beats going in from the joint as well. Will she get taken down? No, she does not. The vengeance helps her to survive. Takes down this Eve in the process. That's a 2-for-1 trade on the favor of the side of Team RNZ. That was a really beautiful play coming around, but however, there was no opportunity to capitalize on any objectives. Just this top lane being pushed in. It should be defended by this Benedetta. We will see. However, at this point, I can say it's on the side of Team RNZ having that Aulus that has this power spike right now. The only one that can stop him is this Mia. Will we see Blessing of the Moon Goddess actually going towards this Mia and making a big play?
Yeah, both the teams are fighting head-to-head, toe-to-toe, really equalizing the goal lead. Look at that 36.1k from both the teams, and also 14 to 13 kills from both the teams. Like, that's not a really great gap. So one mistake can give out the game, guys. There's no chance to make even one mistake from a team. And look at that. Team Shuffle is going on for the second tier tower, and Mia was able to focus on the tower and take it down. I think Team Shuffle are focusing on the push right now because Aulus is being a really great nuisance, taking down towers at a fast pace. And the top lane tower was cleared up towards the enemy tower by the side of Team by the side of Team Shuffle. And the Lord has also evolved, guys. So this will be a really aggressive Lord. I think getting this Lord with their hands, I think it will be so much advantageous towards the team who conquers the Lord. So we can see both the teams are going to initiate a team fight near the Lord, and the Divine Judgment was used on Brody, but he was able to somehow flicker out of the situation. Kaja goes down, unstoppable. Vital on unstoppable, guys, and the endless shot being connected on the creep. Yet Another kill was secured by Team RNZ. All the four team members remaining from Team RNZ. 3 men down by Team Shuffle, and this creates a great opportunity for Team RNZ to initiate the Lord, and that's what they do. But still, Vendetta and Mia are not trying to go near the Lord because that would be really disadvantageous for them. And the Lord was successfully taken down by Team RNZ Kronos.
Yeah, that was a beautiful fight coming in. The Kaja went in with the Divine Judgment on the right target in the Brody. However, there was not enough damage to follow up and take him down immediately. Brody with the flickering out at the right time. And a beautiful Numeron blast coming in from Bosu Gentle. And a shutdown going into this Joy actually overextending Mia with the power to take her down immediately. And as I was just saying, Gosu General was in the NA is a beautiful marksman player. However, in India is a master in the tank and the roam role with this beautiful Lolita coming in. Will we see another Numenor blast? Does not the case. He does spot out the Kaja, and they should be able to defend this Lord. Benedetta actually buying time for her team to defend this Lord. And another shutdown going in from the Mia towards Valentina. Mia proving to be a nuisance in this late game as she has also hit a power spike with these 5 items. She is almost full build right now. She has the Berserker's Fury, the Wind Talker, the Scarlet Phantom, Wind of Nature, and the Demon of the Sword. This is where Mia does shine. The only item pending is, I would say, the Malefic Roar. However, who needs the Malefic Roar when you can melt his opponents down with the Inspire? The Joy being a menace going in. Will she use the Electrifying, which she does, and the Endless Shard goes in. However, the Vengeance being used to cancel that out and take away all that damage. And at this point, it's just a stalemate. The Kaja and the Mia camping in the top lane. Will they get? No, Mia realizes that, all the teammates are coming in. Let's just get out and not get caught overextending.
Yeah, true that, because another Lord is, however, spawning in like 65 seconds. So I think giving out kills right before the Lord will be approaching will be too much problematic towards one team. So I think it was really a good decision done by Team Shuffle to back out of from where they were camping. And because the Silver Hawk is taking the vision out of the bushes, really trying to create a safe environment in order to initiate a team fight or a Lord. I think they would not go for an initiation because the teammates are split up at the moment. Kaja is in a different direction and Mia is in a totally different direction, and I think it would be disadvantageous for them to go on for a team fight initiation. However, we can see the lanes are also being pushed at an equal phase from all the 3 sides of Team Shuffle. And mega kill coming in. Zoey was taken down. Zoey with the vengeance was taken down by Mia, and another kill goes out, guys. Zero on Valentina was also taken down. A nice Numeron blast casted in. Cast getting out of the stage, and the real world manipulation was also casted. Look at the damage that Mia is dealing, melting down enemies. However, one basic attack coming in from Pradeep was enough to take Mia down. And a triple kill coming in for Pradeep. But however, look at Eamon solo attacking the Lord and was able to take him down while his teammates were creating a diversion inside the enemy base, guys. That was a nice that damage. And also, I thought the immortality really gave Chaju a chance to survive, but no, Eamon's damage was too much for even him to handle, because I think he is going on a full damage build and one immortality, which is the only defense item that he has, no magic defense, and that was too much for Shaju to handle, and he goes down as well. The Lord is marching from the bottom lane of Team RNC, however, they'll be taking it down at an early phase because the inhibitor is also not available in the bottom lane. Kronos, good stuff going on. Look at how the team fight was going on and how Eamon used the diversion in order to get the Lord, but however that Lord was not able to take down a tower. But let's see what happens, Kronos.
Yeah, good things going on indeed. And let me tell you something. This is just one match out of 3. It's a best of 3, ladies and gentlemen, we are in for a treat with this match actually, and this is wonderful that Eamon was actually able to burst down the Owlers before he could use the Undying Fury on him, and this hidden moonlight coming in from Mia proving to be a menace along with the Divine Judgment, and it was just an amazing team fight. And we can see that they're going in for one more. Lolita spots out this Benedetta, gets a stun on her. The Valentina takes away the real one manipulation coming from the Eve using the IMU. Silverhawk camping that bush along with the Kaja. Will they get to use the Flicker and the Divine Judgment, as Kaja has both available with them right now? All the teams with all their battle spells, this should be an all-out fight if they go for one. But however, they're realizing that this is not the right end. There are no objectives for the taking and nobody wants to go in yet. Just the small pokes here coming here and there, and they're trying to force this middle inhibitor turret and the top inhibitor. However, there are no opportunities to take that, and the Joy goes in with all these dashes. However, Benedetta realizing the same and gets out, and this seems like just another wait for this particular Lord to come up, and we should see a Lord dance happening. Should be the third Lord of the game, if I'm not wrong, and that's going to be that's going to be it. Who takes this Lord should take the game.
Yes, I think one wipe out and a Lord would be really enough. Only, even a Lord is not appropriate. With one wiped out, I think one team can go on with the game. And look at the team fight going on. Two real-world manipulations caused both by Valentina and Eve. And look at that Eve slowing the enemies down, poking them, giving them a really hard time even to escape. Meanwhile, Nina is taking down the bottom lane, mid lane turret, and the top lane tower is in a pretty bad situation too. But let's see a flicker gameplay being casted in, and Kaja goes down just like too much damage to handle coming in from Team RNC, and they are attacking the Lord, and I think the Ender shot takes down. Oh my god, look at that kill!
And also, execution. Go in at the right time. They're too eager. Team Shuffle, no respect, coming into the side of Team Rule number 0. And they are able to capitalize that, showing that they do have the damage coming in. The Valentina using the time to use the little manipulation to take down. And Lolita with no burst on a single target. Will she be able to take down this? If she does not have a Eve taken really low, it's just a distraction. We will take the mid lane. And Netta caught off guard in the doubling, trying to cut the lane. Will she have to use the electro final blow to actually take this? No, she is not. And the real world manipulation coming. The Kaja does use the Divine Judgment from Kronos and takes it down. And the bonafide penalty coming in from this Brody. Not enough damage. The Lolita goes down as well. Both the teams right now very eager to finish this game. Not paying respects to each one of their damages. Electrofile just to clear the midway, and the Benedetta seems to be going in for this Brody. And the Petrify, the Wind of Nature being used as well. Will she able to get this kill? Yes, she does. The shot now going in towards the Eve. And the Joy is just capping that bush, and the top lane goes away as well. And Mia actually going in for the end. Will she be able to end it? Yes, she does. All the recoil comes coming in. And that is the set match. That was a beautiful first match coming in for this day. I am excited, Zoey. I am very excited. That was an amazing match. What do you have to say?
I'm really speechless at this point because that steal coming in from Ollers really gave hope towards RNZ, and they did not go with the Lord. They just tried to end it in the mid lane itself before the teammates of Team Shuffle spawns. But that Mia came in and melted all the enemies down from Team RNZ, and that the chase coming in from Vendetta really took Zoey down as well, and the reinforcements coming in, and also the teammates taking the aggro from the base tower, to let Mia take the base tower before the teammates of RNZ spawns in and before the Joy comes into the action. I think that was a really great moment, and I thought Team RNZ was going to give an epic comeback, but Team Shuffle gave a comeback to another comeback, guys. That was insane stuff going on in this game, and I think you still have lots of energy left in you because we are in for 2 more games just like this, Kronos, and I'm really excited as well, just like you.
That was the power of the late game Mia. one of the first heroes of this game that when it released and proved to be deadly, as we can say, with the right build, with the right time. And if you look at these builds right now, there was not enough physical defense coming in from the side of Team RNZ. Absolute defense in Mia. And Mia realizing that they do not have any physical defense, go straight for the BOE and not for the malefic roar. That was a very big mistake coming from Team RNZ. The only defense coming in is from Lolita, the tank, the rest all going full damage. If, not realizing the Team Shuffle have two damage sources coming, physical and the magic damage split quite evenly with the Mia and even Beretta just that support and Kaja with the right pickoffs, and that was game set for Team Shuffle. That was beautiful play. And as speaking of which, guys, we should go into a short break and come back for this match number 2, game number 2 rather. And as I think both the teams are ready. And what do you think so far about this match, Zoey? I think they should ban off this Mia. I think they should just ban off this Mia and Kaja.
Yeah, true that that Mia. I think Team RNZ did not expect Mia to do such a thing because Mia is really not considered as an OP marksman even. But look at that Mia proving them all wrong, melting all the people from RNZ down in the latter parts of the game. Even they could not tolerate the damage that was caused in by the basic attacks of Mia at all, guys. So that AoE damage coming in from Mia, she was acting like a Melissa in the late game because Melissa does the same thing to the enemies, and this person, from Team Shuffle did it with Mia, guys. That was really insane. I think Team RNZ should really go in for either a Mia ban or a Mia pick, not letting Team Shuffle get ahead with Mia.
And you know what, Zoey, let me correct you there. It's not a Melissa Mia coming. That was the assassin Mia coming in, using the hidden moonlight like the night, the darkness of the Hellcut, and just going in and assassinating everybody before they can even move a muscle. Maybe the thumbs of these opponents are not quick enough to actually deal with this Mia. The Mia being a really powerful. And if I were Team RNZ right now, I would just be like, hey, I know we can pick the Mia, but we're not so well versed with it. Let's just ban it out. We don't really have to ban out certain heroes. We can ban out this Mia in the first phase of the draft, not giving any opportunity to Team Shuffle to pick that up. And that would be the first game plan I could think of. However, Team Shuffle can still go ahead with the target ban of the jungler. Did cause a problem to RNZ picking up the Owlus. He did manage to play quite well, but having an Owlus against the Mia, not something that I would like to see.
Yeah, true that. And that vendetta, we should say, was really casting great troubles towards Team RNZ, not letting them rotate the way they expected to. And we should give it out towards vendetta as well for being an amazing EXP laner. That's doing what an EXP laner is ought to do, slowing the enemies down, taking them, chasing them down, going in for the backliners with the petrify and really sustaining the damage as well, guys. So a silent hero was Vendetta in the match as well, because you saw how much of a trouble that Vendetta caused towards Aulus in the early game and also in the mid game as well. And in the late parts of the game, he just went towards Brody and took him down so that they made sure that there is no damage dealer left until they attack the base. Kronos.
Yeah, if you look at it, there was all the mobility coming in from the side of the Benedetta, right? All these dashes being used, the eye for an eye as well, along with the electrifying blow, just to be able to reach that Brody and take him down. Brody even used that wind of nature to survive, but not enough, as there was enough follow-up to take this Brody down. And at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, we will take a short break as we are facing some technical issues, giving both the teams some time to actually think of their game plan. And we will be back shortly for all this next game in this best of 3 between Team Rule Number 0 and Team Shuffle.
some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on a mean. That's it. On a mean to take the key. When I mean to take the key. When I mean to get dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on a mean. That's it. On a mean to take the key. When I mean to take the key. When I mean to get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on a mean. That's it. On a mean to take the key. When I mean to take the key. When I mean to get dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on a mean. That's it. On a mean to take the key. When I mean to take the key. When I mean to get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on a mean. That's it. On a mean to take the key. When I mean to take the key. When I mean to get dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on a mean. That's it. On a mean to take the key. When I mean to take the key. When I mean to get
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the first semi-final of this day, and we have Team Rule Number 0 versus Team Shuffle. The first game going towards the side of Team Shuffle in this best of 3 for a 10-ban lobby. And we will see here they are swapping sides as Team Rule Number 0 have opted to go for the first pick on the blue side, and we should be going into the draft any minute. And looking at the first game,
Yeah, guys, so looking at the first game, just as Kronos said, I'm Zoey, guys. Do not confuse yourselves because I'm here with Kronos co-casting tonight. So looking at the first game, we could see team Team Shuffle was dominating at the first part of the game, and in the mid game we could see a possible comeback coming in from Team RNZ, but that Mia was taken. It's a really not expected pick the Mia is, but however Mia melted down Team RNZ and took down the victory, guys, and the follow-up from Team Shuffle was insane, guys, and the reinforcements that were casted in from Team Shuffle towards Mia in order to get the best at the late parts of the game, at the end game, that was insane, guys. So we will be going towards the draft pick. So this will be the second game of the best of 3 series between Team Rule Number 0 and Team Shuffle. So we are in yet again for another intense round. And this will be, I think it's gonna start any minute now. I think all the players are ready at the moment. So let's see how the draft goes. I think Mia will be banned, either banned or picked by Team RNZ, because Mia really gave nightmares for Team Shuffle, guys. So Kronos, are you with me? No, not yet. I think Kronos has some connection issues, maybe. So I'll be taking you guys to throughout the game. So let's see, guys. we could see the Olas was picked from Team RNZ as the jungler, and Eamon from the other side from Team Shuffle, and they went on for a 1v1 in the mid parts of the game, but in the
Your
mid lane,
team is
and
banning.
Eamon could really take down Olas, really popping out the
May the blood of
immortality.
my enemies
I
flow
think
from my
team is
spear.
banning.
RNG should focus more on a tanky jungler because this is I think the last part of the jungle emblem being in the game, because I think I heard a rumor maybe the jungle emblem will be taken out of the game, and I think that will casting a really
I am
great
the
difference
moonlight
in the
that
game
breaks
as
through the
well.
darkness.
So let's see, we are in the draft right now, so we can see 3 bands coming up. Just as we expected, just as Kronos and I were talking behind the scenes.
Yeah, this Mia was banned out.
Yes, Kronos. I really missed you, because I was so excited and I wanted to ask you some questions about,
I'm
how
sorry
you
about that, Zoe. I had some technical issues in the background. However, I am back, and we do see the Mia ban coming in. And about the jungle emblem, I heard you speak about that. Those are not rumors. The confirmation is there. The jungle emblem will be taken out, and new talents will be coming in place in this new update of Project Next. And that would open up a lot of opportunities for different heroes and different strategies, especially since there can be 3 talents in one emblem. So that is for another day, however. And their Team RNZ paying respects towards this Mia ban, towards the Mia and banning him out, as Team Shuffle still sticking with the Hanzo ban, realizing that they do not want to give any opportunity to Team RNZ. And Team RNZ also realizing that the Valentina was quite a problem with the IMU and taking that away. And the Joy ban, and we're going to see another ban. However, at this point of this game, I would say, yep, Novaria is the perfect ban. We are seeing both balanced drafts over here, not targeting a singular hero. Zero taking the Eve this time, and it will be another problematic real world manipulation, that kill box being placed down where all these team fights can occur, and having the Atlas open and the glue as well, and the Fram is quite a lot of heroes being left in the open, and we have seen the R-Lot being left open as well. Will he be picked up here or not?
Yeah, I think if Arlet will be picked, I think Blue will have to go on as the roam. And so I think Shaz is a really great Hanzo player that I could see a match between RNZ and some other team. I cannot recall so well what the team is, but Shaju gave so many nightmares towards the other team with the Hanzo. So I think Hanzo ban is really good coming in from team Shuffle, because Hanzo will be going in for the backliners without a doubt and without a contest, and that would be really hard to counter without really without certain heroes that can be picked as Hanzo's counter. But let's see, guys. I think Team RNG is going this time for the AoE damage, the crowd controls. Look at that. Really sustainable heroes being shown by Team RNG this time. And look at an OP hero being picked. Ooh, 2 OP heroes being picked. Just imagine, Kronos, the Minoan Fury with the penalty zone and the real world manipulation in the team fights. That would be a disaster towards Team Shuffle, if you ask me, because those are really great AoE ultimates, right, Kronos? If you ask me, that's
Team RNZ going all in. Team RNZ going for the hammer buff coming in, and Team Shuffle replying with the Kaja, realizing that however much AoE one person can have, the Divine Judgment can cancel it out. However, Gosu General with the Minoan Fury hammers them down with the AoE crowd control. But then Kaja will not have in the CC and suppression to actually take down the Sterisla with the penalty zone with his hammer. So there are 2 hammers to deal with. Kaja has to decide which one to pick, as we see the second phase of the draft coming through, As so far looking at the first phase, I have to go with Team RNG. Their draft looks very impeccable. However, Team Shuffle realizing that there's a lot of AoE crowd control and damage coming in, a lot of slows from all these three picked and chosen heroes. So banning out the Bane, the deadly catch will not be seen in this match. And Team RNG realizing that Silverhawk is a great assassin player, takes out this Lancelot, not giving them any time, not giving all these opportunities, the iframes as we'd like to call it, to actually have an impact with this Lancelot, taking all that away, the dashes coming in as the Minsta was banned out as well. So the opportunity to have a hybrid Lancelot, a tank slot, or a damaged Lancelot is not available in this match. And we are seeing the last ban coming in from Silverhawk, which will be the Beatrix trying to take away that reply towards this Brody. And this last ban should be towards their to an Aemon, realizing that Aemon was a problem as well, takes away this Aemon. And I think a mage should be picked up over here, maybe a Farsa just to counter this.
Yeah, true that. And we could see from in the first match, Team Shuffle really focused on assassins and junglers. Many junglers were banned from Team Shuffle, and Team RNG went towards Olas because they had really they were really out of options. Like the OP options were really taken out of them, and they still had some really great options though, but they went for the Olas. I think that was really game changing for Team RNZ. And look at that, guys! Valentina being banned, Faramis gets the opportunity in order to cast a cut altar, and Team Shuffle takes the opportunity just as they saw it. And just as you mentioned, it's being the mage being picked as the first pick of the second picking phase. And we can see Team RNZ are really about to complete their draft, and they are, meddling over two marksmen right now, and Shaju is still thinking of what to pick as the hyper, because hyper will be a really crucial part in the game, and if the hyper falls down, the game falls down, guys. And this is gonna be another unexpected pick, Kronos.
I believe you. The Yin, I think this is the first time we're going to be seeing Yin in this Midsummer Meet tournament all the way in the semi-finals. However, I'm not a big fan of this pick in the jungle, because you want to have a jungler to be able to use the retribution. And if Yin takes the other person into their domain, will not be able to use the retribution for these objectives. However, the Faramis pick is a beautiful pick coming in from the side of Team Shuffle to make sure that this glue does not get countered, and the Silverhawk ending this draft phase with the Diroth. I believe Team Shuffle did play a Diroth one time, and that was a very dominating game, coming with the Abyssal Strike of Diroth, which created havoc. And this should be a very even draft, I'm supposed to say. I like the first three picks coming in from Team RNC. However, the last two picks, not really sure about them. Quite questionable with the Yin and the Bruno. Bruno has the early game power spike. He does not need any items to actually do anything. The early game will be well played. However, Team Shuffle realizing that and going with this Diroth to give the same advantage to them. And it looks like it should be, and it's an evenly drafted game, I would say. Nothing really that stands out. However, this Minotaur, Eve, and Terizla should have a great game if all goes well.
Yeah, so that even though I am really not a fan of Yin jungle as well, because Yin is good in the EXP lane, so that he can take the hyper inside the my turn, while in order to support their hyper, in order to use the retribution without a contest. But this time, the retribution holder being Yin, I do not know what their strategy is going to be. So let's see, guys. We never know what these players are up to, but we are in the land of Dawn already, and both the teams are going towards their respective responsibilities. And Kaja is really in the bottom lane, trying to give Pradeep a hard time to get towards the minions, and they are really delaying the minions at the moment. Brody is not attacking the minions, they are delaying the wave, guys. So that's a really good strategy used in order to keep Pradeep inside the tower.
Yeah, this Kaja realizing that the Bruno does have an advantage in the early game, given the fact that Brody is also a very strong early game marksman. However, Bruno does have his passive in the 10 stack up coming in from that first skill of his, able to deal critical damage right from level 1, which can be quite a nuisance if given all the freedom to do so. However, Kaja putting in all this pressure brings the attention of Gosu General to this bot lane to make sure he can protect Pradeep and make sure Pradeep has a better time. And Brody goes in very aggressively as well. And Paramis with the Phantom Step coming in. And will he get a kill on Gosu General? No, he does not. However, in the backside, Yin goes in. Will he use my turn right now? Actually, Yin goes down. The Kronos sees the kill and goes, and the top lane, there's a kill from this glue as well. And that's a 2 for 0 with the first blood going in towards Silverhawk with this Dirot, and that was a very well played. Dirot didn't even have to use the Abyssal Strike for that. And looking at that, this first turtle should be advantageous on the side of Team Shuffle. That was very well played.
Yeah, so that I thought Yin will be able to secure a kill and will be able to take down the first blood in the early part of the game. But I think Yin ended up getting slain at the moment, getting punished for the deed, guys. So let's see. Unexpectedly, the dominance is with Team Shuffle at the moment, taking down the first turtle as well.
Yeah, that was a really greedy move coming in from the bot lane from the side of the and the tone apart memory not enough. Brody flickers in, and that was a mistake coming in from the Brody and goes to General. However, Kaja sees the opportunity and takes a kill on this Bruno as well. That's a 1-for-1 trade. Both the marksmen dying away. Both the marksman kills going to the respective roamers, and that was a blunder coming in from both the marksmen. You can say no other words that I can think of at the moment as we see this mid lane being pushed in, however, to no avail. The Dirot does camp away this small buff. Will he go against? He goes one-on-one against the Yin. The Yin does use my turn, and the Yin does take down this Dirot as we speak. The Yin does a lot of damage in his domain, and with the enhanced skills of the first and the second, can do a lot of damage, especially given that skin. I love that skin coming in from the Yin.
Yeah, the Sukuna skin, I think it's that's really nice, guys, because I also love this Jujutsu Kaisen series. And okay, let's see. I think Dhiru is in a pretty bad situation, right? He's at his tower as well. But look at Glue taking into much damage. But the split was connected and right on time. But the cut alter is being delayed, guys. Double kill coming in for Vital. The penalty zone casted right on time in order to damage over Team Shuffle, and Team RNZ had the upper hand with the Vital on Terisla, guys. So that was a really great follow-up coming in by the EXP lane, because that was a nice rotation all the way from the top lane towards the mid lane in order to protect the mage.
Yeah, that was a beautiful penalty zone coming in. I think he uses flicker as well on the right time. And the split did connect at the right time as well. The Phantom Step here connecting onto the Eve, however, not really doing much. This turtle going in towards the side of Silverhawk, taking it down pretty quick. The Gosu General really not looking at the map, and that must be a miscommunication coming in, or maybe Yin does not really want to go in for this turtle, realizing that he has to use my turn to actually take a singular target to his domain to deal enhanced basic attacks damage. And here we can see there is a 4-man gank coming in the bot lane. Brody realizing that his teammates are there to help, playing quite aggressively, and he does go. Will he use the Tona? And the Tona bot memory with the flicker coming in. The Minoan Fury locked on as well. The flicker not really connecting with anyone. And the Phantom Step going in. And Brody gets a double kill. Will they be able to get a triple? And the kill goes in towards the Zero. They should be able to take this bot lane as well. However, the Yin does get a kill on this Paramis in the mid lane using my turn at this moment. And will they see? Yes, that is the lane being pushed in the bot lane by the marksman. That was a beautiful gank coming in from the side of Team Shuffle, and Yin just taking maybe a consolation prize in the kill of the Paramis. How he does spawn really quickly given his passive.
Yeah, true that, and that was an enormous gank. I think Bruno did not expect that to happen because they were not really, the tank was not really giving in the vision, and we can see a team fight in the mid lane, and the real world manipulation is being dealing too much damage towards Shuffle. However, they are managing to escape as well. The damage not being enough to get anyone, and we can see Brody is clearing the jungle of Team RNZ at the moment. He was going for the red buff though, but it was not available, and that was fortunate for Yin because he was not even near the red buff at the moment. So let's see what's going on, guys. And we can see Kaja is trying to cast in a divine judgment in the favor of Team Shuffle. But okay, Param is going in, but not getting connected towards anyone and comes out again. Let's see, and the next turtle will be spawned soon. And the typical EXP lane can be witnessed because EXP lane has also go aggressively towards 1 versus 1. And look at
Oh, Yin survives the bot lane fight. And Brody, sorry, my fault. Brody actually survives that my turn being used by Yin. The CC coming in from the second skill of Brody was proved enough, and Yin and Kaja did use the Divine Judgment as well to make sure that the Brody does survive. And the Dilot, after getting the turtle, takes down the mid lane. That was a beautiful communication coming in from the side of Team Shuffle. Team Shuffle showing that they are here to play. They might want to end this series right here and now. With all these aggressive plays, with their realizing that their power spike is now making the most of this opportunity. Yin not really given any time to farm. Shaju probably realizing, and the Shadow Stampede connecting on to Eve. However, there's no one else to follow up. Brody with a very aggressive flicker going in, and Faramis gets the kill. And the recalls coming in from Faramis. Is that really a smart move? I do not think so. He does get taken into my turn. Will Yin get this kill as we speak? He does not. And the penalty zone being committed on to 2 here. The Faramis does come out. The wave of the world being used by Bruno as well. The Minnow and Fury connecting. And the Bruno gets the double kill. The Bruno goes down, however, to this Diroth. And Kaja trying to get away as much as he can. That was a beautiful ultimate coming in from Bruno, getting that double kill. But Diroth just there to seize the opportunity and not let them get ahead, maintaining this goal lead towards 4K.
Yeah, true that. And Yin really took in Paramis, but for his, he was really fortunate because he had the cut alter to escape the situation, and he used it inside the domain of Yin so that, it was not in the favor of Team Shuffle when he came out. Otherwise, Team Shuffle could have survived without getting in so much trades, without giving Team RNZ too much trades at the moment. So the cut alter was wasted inside Yin's domain. That's what happened, I guess, by Team Shuffle. And okay, I think Shaju went on to try to take one inside the my turn, but somehow Crunchy and Kaja giving in the vision. Team Shuffle were able to take down the first lord without a contest. And look at Glue going on annoying the teammates of Team RNZ Kronos, doing what a Glue is ought to do.
Yeah, Glue just doing Glue things, just using all that candy power that he has to actually stick, slam, and split his way to victory. And this is one of the reasons why I do not like to see Yin in the jungle. As he speak of him, he was bust down with that torn apart memory, and the kill goes towards the Diroth. And as I was saying, having a Yin in the jungle really doesn't give much opportunity to contest objectives, just a lot of kills. And the flicker divine judgment going in towards the team. The Minnow and Fury being used as well. The Diroth gets the kill, and the Minnow and Stop coming in. Brody very aggressive in this game. The Cult Altar being used along with the penalty zone. Will we see? That's a triple kill to this Diroth. This consolation prize, however, going in towards the Terizla, and that's a maniac coming in from Diroth. That was a very well played coming from Silverhawk. Will they be able to end this game? They want to take this down, and as they go very aggressive, the Shadow Stampede connecting. That was a legendary, not a savage, but a legendary coming in from this Diroth. Diroth just gets shut down in towards the end. However, they did not even need the Lord to take down this crystal, as Team Shuffle takes this game, takes this series in a 2-0 wipeout coming in from the side of Team RNZ.
Oh my God, so much going on. I did not know how you were focusing on the team fights because here and there, many, all the players were equally contributing towards the team fight. And that Brody's gameplay flickering right inside to the enemy base and attacking them, not letting them go inside the base in order to heal. And they were really blocking the way without letting them go, dealing so much damage towards Team RNZ to even handle, and not to mention Dairoth on a really great gameplay, getting a maniac. If that Yin was taken down like 5 seconds after, I think that would have been a savage for Dairoth because Dairoth took down Yin's kill as well before the team fight. So that was GG, well played by Team Shuffle, but Team RNZ did give a really great fight, but I think they should really focus on the draft more than that they do at the moment, because the draft really matters towards to really extend your strategies towards the game. So I think that's the mistake that they did, and if the draft would have been better, I think they are really really skillful players in the series, Kronos.
Yeah, that was a really very well played coming in from the side of Team Shuffle. They're realizing that they have a multitude of heroes to pick from and not really being constrained due to this 10-ban draft phase, where we saw that Shaju had no choice but to go for the Yin, maybe not having his pockets deep enough to actually contest another jungle pick, and Team Shuffle realizing that taking away all the jungle picks coming in from Shaju in game one and constraining him down to in this game to this Yin as well, where Yin actually did not even build a lot of burst damage, just the Hunter Strike and the Malefic Roar, and going for the Dreadnought armor, since this Diroth was dealing massive amounts of damage, and Diroth realizing that Shaju was taking him into the domain, using my turn, built the steel leg plates, providing more value. I believe the steel leg plates would have been much better if Shaju would have bought that instead of purchasing the Dreadnought armor, as it is a cheaper item which you can get for a much better value for a lower price. And it was just a matter of draft. You can say this was just deep pockets, deep hero pools coming in from the side of Team Shuffle, showing that they can play the heroes that you pick as well, and that is the possible reason for the victory, I could say.
Yeah, and also we could see some Minnow and Furies getting wasted without connecting on to anyone, so that they, really lost in the advantage of the perfect ultimates, which are really game changing. They did not take the advantage of, what that ultimates could offer them. So I think that's one reason for team, RNZ to lose the team fights, because we could see many Minoan Furies not getting cast in, but penalty zones were really casted right on time in order to create monstrosities towards team Shuffle. But somehow, if the Minoan Fury, the manipulation, the real world manipulation, and also the penalty zones were connected at the same time, that would have been so much game changing, guys. So that's what I see in my point of view. But somehow, congratulations towards team Shuffle to for winning the semi-finals in the lower brackets and going on towards the finals of the lower brackets, guys. But team RNZ, you must not give up. You just focus on the mistakes that you do and come in strong in the next rounds, in the next tournaments, guys. So wishing good luck towards team RNZ. We congratulate for team Shuffle at the moment, Kronos. So really intense match, and I really enjoyed casting tonight, Kronos.
Yeah, I agree. I agree as well. I enjoyed a lot casting with you, Zoe. All we can say about rule number 0 are the ifs and buts. But however, ifs and buts do not let you get the victory. And Team Shuffle proving their point in a very dominating game two. The game one might have been 50-50, but game two was quite dominating coming in from their side. And with that, we should be going for a short break and coming back with your second semi-final for the night. And this is Kronos and Zoe signing off for the night. Have a great day, guys, and stay for this next match, as you will be joined with two other casters who will be great and will be able to bring you this game with a lot of enthusiasm, just like we did, maybe even more. I doubt that. Zoe and I did really great with this tonight. You'll not get such enthusiasm, will you, guys? And thank you so much. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe the stream, guys. Join the Discord server as well, showing your support to the Indian community, where we will be hosting future tournaments as well, and you can take part in them. Also, be a major player in this community. And thank you so much. We will take a short break and be right back.
Mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get quick, wheel on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the key, when I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get quick, wheel on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the key, when I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get quick, wheel on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the key, when I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get quick, wheel on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the key, when I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get quick, wheel on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the key, when I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get quick, wheel on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the key, when I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get quick, wheel on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the key, when I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get quick, wheel on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the key, when I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get quick, wheel on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the key, when I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap, whipping on the scene when I get quick, wheel on the beat, on me, that's it, on me, to take the key, when I'm in, I take the key, when I'm in, I get give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Gun on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Wheeling on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, I take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. Not a mean to take the key. When I mean to take the key. When I mean to get dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. Not a mean to take the key. When I mean to take the key. When I mean to get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. Not a mean to take the key. When I mean to take the key. When I mean to get dirty on the clock when I get clock. Whipping on the scene when I get click. Lean.
Hello guys, welcome back to the MLBB Midsummer Tourney. We are in the semifinals right now, upper brackets. Team ABM versus Team INCognito. ABM on the on the red team and INCognito on the blue team. We have a really good lineup here of experienced players who have gone through the tourney, defeated a bunch of teams with different play styles, different heroes. But they have come through and reached the semifinals and will be facing off each other. We have both teams are really strong here. We have Team ABM who defeated a lot of strong teams and INC also. And we'll just be looking forward to what happens here in the draft phase since now there's 10 bans.
Yeah. Hi guys, I'm Raven. Thank you for having me here. A pleasure to host. Hi Linwl.
Yeah, hi, Ryan. All right. So we'll be going on in the draft phase right now. If there's not much issue, so like we'll be discussing like what's the possible lineups. Oh,
Your team is banning.
yeah.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right. So what do you think is going to be the first ban? There are a lot of priority bans in every role this meta.
Yeah, I feel like most teams. Okay,
Your
they
team
banned
is
Faramis, but most teams ban Mincetar because of the King's Calling, which prevents a lot of dash moves. And Mincetar's a really good initiator plus character for a team fight. And it seems INC banned Faramis, who's a really strong mage, mid-ranged. And they might go for a
Your
comp
team
that
is
clumps
banned.
up a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, that team com might be more team fight and pick off oriented because Faramis can easily nullify a lot of good ults.
Yeah, and it seems like Team ABM also banned Lancelot. Yeah, there's with the Mincetar ban. Pretty standard, and we might see. Let's see how Team ABM counters this ban, which INC has done. They've banned a lot of clumped like heroes who might interfere with their playstyle. And we saw ABM ban with ban the Lancelot. They might ban another hero who dives into their comp, maybe like Joy or Arlott. But we'll see what Misery has.
Yeah,
Okay.
Team is banning.
It seems they went for the Arlott ban. You think, Raven? What do you think? Is this pretty common here, like in most lineups, like this set of bans?
Yes, Arlott is usually banned by almost every team who is on second pick because no one wants to deal with a hero that can do that much damage on a tank build.
Yeah, and with the Petrify and his ult combo is really forced to be reckoned with. And we see
Yeah, a Yuzhong ban that might be for a mage or a backline. They are very trying to protect.
Yeah, it seems that INC knows exactly what lineup they're going for. And
some
Team
stitches,
ABM also
I
is
know.
banning
Your
a certain
team
set
is picking.
of heroes who are really good in diving. Joy is still open though, but they go for the Melissa ban, which is a good choice.
Okay,
Your
Xavier
team is
first pick.
picking.
Oh,
Xavier is very priority in this meta, I guess. And they reply with Novaria. No way.
The falling stars
Yep,
brought us
Novaria.
here.
Yeah, two early mage picks here from both teams coming here. Xavier providing a lot of CC and zoning for his teammates, and Novaria with the vision from her ult and snipes, plus her S1 gets a lot of vision. And
Yeah.
here,
Novaria and Xavier are very similar yet different mages. Both have incredible range but their function is very different. Like Novaria is more vision and poke based, while Xavier is kind of more team fight oriented.
yeah, and it seems like they went for Claude to
Hey, Claude this early, that's a very gutsy pick.
Yeah, maybe Team ABM has a counter to this counter pick that might come from Team INC. Maybe the Claude's trying to bait out some heroes. We'll all have to see how INC, Abhi and Amitoj answers to this.
Yes, they reply with the Rizla and a Franco pick. A lot of CC.
Yeah, the Rizla really strong in this meta right now. After the Flicker patch to his ultimate, can provide a lot of surprise ults and groupings for his team fights, like initiates. And Franco, a really strong initiator with a lot of movement, and his ultimate is a really good disable for a lot of close range heroes, like possibly Lapu here, and he can set up a lot.
Yeah, Franco is a very good counter dive hero. Like anyone who dives has to think twice if he has an ult.
Yeah, it's so like I think like ABM will be a bit of trouble here if they don't play around that. And it seems in the fourth banning phase we have a 1-1 ban since INC hasn't picked their marksman, and there's a Kaja ban also, who is a really good zoner and might make.
Yeah, so they took the one suppressing ban there. That's a very good move coming from INC.
Yeah. We'll only see how ABM counters to this. The INC hasn't picked their jungler and marksman.
Do you think we will see a Leslie ban?
Quite possible. Leslie has been really strong in the meta right now. A lot of teams funneling onto the Leslie's early game, making sure that she gets her item fast. And the scaling late game is really strong. And most teams can't even dive to her unless they all fully prioritize on her. Because Leslie, usually, if in the hands of a good player, usually will play in the backline and play after his team sets up for him.
That is true. Leslie, snowballing Leslie is a very scary indeed. And here we have no ban coming from team ABM.
Yeah, it seems like a bit strange play, but maybe there's some network issue, or maybe there's a different plan by Team ABM. We can only see like how INC counters to this. Will they still ban? And if so, like which hero would they ban? Because ABM hasn't picked their tank. They haven't picked their...
Yeah, the jungler and their roamer are still missing. So we might see a Fredrin ban maybe.
Possibly. Fredrin's really strong here with his zoning and damage. Plus he's really tanky,
Yes.
and set up for a lot for his teammates.
Because all the counters of Fredrin, mainly the mage counters Fredrin. Like the mage hasn't picked. So they don't have to worry about Fredrin being open. Okay, Roger, a very unconventional pick.
Yeah, but still strong nonetheless, because Roger's a good finisher or like chaser, and INC banned Kufra, so I guess we'll be waiting to see what ABM chooses as the roamer. INC is here going on for the Hanabi pick. There's a bit unorthodox in this setup of
and very gutsy also.
Yeah. It seems like it's an Aegis Hanabi, so it'll be interesting if she can play around the CC and if she can immune stuff. And Royster here with the last pick.
A flashy accompaniment.
It's a link pick. Interesting.
A bit of
Hanabi basically is gonna make sure Franco stays with her in the early phase. So you think that might be a handicap for INC?
Possibly, but maybe we might see a bit of rotate coming from the XP lane by Teresla,
Yes.
but we'll only see because Ling is also pretty weak early game. It's a bit of a slightly late scaling team by a Team INC, while ABM is a all-rounder, sort of like they have one for every role. And we have Jobum here coming with the Lolita pick, which is really strong against Hanabi, Xavier, and could possibly block the Franco hook, but it'll all depend on timing and positioning. And let's see, as we enter the loading phase, we can see their emblems here which is a lot of movement, flicker oriented. Novaria still has the flame shot, and this will be a lot of poke given by team
Yes,
ABM.
Novaria is gonna have a little trouble shaking off Link since she didn't bring any Flicker or Sprint or even Purify. So
Yeah,
once they catch the Novaria, she will have to outplay very hard to survive.
Yeah, I guess she'll have to rely on her teammates more.
5
And,
Or
seconds
the
till the
timing
enemy
of the
reaches the
S2, that
battlefield.
phase
Snatch
through
them.
can be really useful if timed perfectly.
All troops deployed.
Yeah, Link wouldn't be able to catch her since she goes out of zone.
We might have a pause. Here we go. Yeah, we have a pause.
Okay, since we have a pause right now, we can talk a bit of the emblems. You see anything out of the ordinary? Like, is it pretty standard?
Yeah, we see very pretty standard emblems, except for maybe Franco. Usually, Franco players bring the cooldown support emblem to use the flicker alt combo more.
But you think this might be due to them having a slight lack of a frontliner? The Rizla is there, but
exactly. Yeah, they might have took this emblem to make sure Franco survives a bit longer.
Yeah.
Like seeing as they have a Claude and a Roger, which if fed will also do insane damage.
Okay, this is pretty much a textbook, well picked by both roamers, and we do see both the junglers are in killing spree emblems. No jungle emblem. That's pretty unorthodox, I guess, in this meta. Most junglers go for jungle emblem, but I might be wrong. And we might see like here we see the Lolita going to the goal lane while Franco's still in mid. So Hanabi might struggle slightly, but she might still be able to lane since she has the Aegis, which is pretty strong. And
Hanabi in level 1 is one of the strongest MM, and then she suddenly falls off only to come back in the last few levels. So it's a very interesting MM. Like in level 1, she can probably bully Claude.
Why do you think? Why do you think that is so? Like, is it because of lack of damage from her ultimate?
Or? No. It's because of the last bounce of her petal, which even bounces in the bush, and it is very hard to freeze her lane.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And her S2 also does bounce, so she might have.
Yeah, so on level 1, Hanabi is very annoying. Like she can get half your HP while clearing the lane. Yeah, she does not have to wait for you to come out to attack you.
Yeah, and it seems like
Franco might be going for a hook. That's why he rotated through the bushes in the bottom lane.
Possibly, but we did see a hook here to clear that bush. I'm not sure. It might be a misclick here, but yeah. Let's see what happens if this game gets unpaused. It's a slight issue here. I think which team paused the game?
I think it was Ling who typed pause. I might be wrong, but I think it was the Ling.
Yeah, I think they have slight network issue because Ling is still back there and Marshman's also backside, and we might see. This is a pretty standard like rotation or like format of how the team is going. We don't see any mage that's like most teams sometimes go for the early level 2, like either the tank clearing mid or Xavier clearing the XP lane with the XP laner to get a fast level 2. But
that might be because Franco can't benefit much from getting a level 2. He only needs the hook and then wait for the ult. So that's why I don't think there's any point for that strategy here.
That might be so. Okay, it seems there's a bit of a issue, and we're gonna have a.
Okay, we are having a redraft. It looks like.
Yeah.
Victory!
Do you think it might have something to do with the missed bans?
The wrong server. We'll only see how the technical department can handle this, and yeah, guys will be back after a few minutes.
Give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some, I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get clean. Wheel on the beat, on me. That's it, on me. The mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Yeah, on my clock, in this cop, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case.
Hello guys, welcome back to the MLBB's Midsummer Tourney. And we had some technical issues here in the first match for ABM versus INCognito. And for that, I think there was some server issues with the tournament lobby being in Delhi server. So like we'll be hosting the same match, but in a classic lobby. Both teams will have same picks, and there won't be any other funny business, and we'll see what how the game will go after it starts.
Yeah, as we eagerly wait to see which team comp is better and which team is better.
Yeah. Raven, we were discussing about their builds and lineups, and we saw a lot of different, a lot of like, standard emblems and stuff. But the one thing that stood out, you said, was the Novaria Flame Shot. And
Novaria flame shot because she she doesn't have any skills to escape. For example, Faramis can phase through walls, like even she can, but Faramis has a lower cooldown. And Valentine and every other meta mage has some sort of a defense skill. But Novaria doesn't have any if she uses her S2 to, poke. And so, in my opinion, she needs a flicker or a sprint or even a purify to at least survive. Because it will be very easy for Link to pick her off.
I guess it might come down to her map awareness and where she places her skill 1 and skill 2, because it does reveal bushes. But
yes, but it's a Link. She can come from any direction.
True. Okay. This might be a bit hard for Team ABM, but Ling is a late game scaling hero, so we might see a lot more snowballing from Team ABM, who has a lot of mobile heroes with Roger here having double dash, a lot of slow, can catch up the enemy easily, which he is not in the meta right now currently, but it is an interesting pick, which might answer to a lot of the enemy heroes lineups. And Claude here, a lot of mobility, Lapu also, and Lolita with the assistance that might be provided. And so here we go. The game has started, and we see both teams doesn't seem to have any issues right now. And coming down to lane. Oh, one difference though that we see here is Lolita did come to the mid lane instead, and 4 players of INC on the red buff funneling their jungler. They know their late game is weak, so they are doing whatever it takes to make their jungler level faster. And there is a potential gang in here at top lane, but Hanabi still level 1, takes a massive damage from the S2, might survive this, but goes down to the flame shot from the Novaria. Very strong start here from Team ABM.
Yeah, hi Linwl, I'm back. I'm sorry, I had a technical issue with my Discord.
That's fine. So you might have missed this, but we did have the first.
Okay, yeah, I saw first blood being taken of Hanabi. Yeah, and they're already on Link's blue buff when he got the buff.
Okay, INC here not backing off from this invade, ignoring the Lunita and gets the blue buff, but Link did have to use his retribution. This might come for a cost in the top lane. Both Link still level 3, Roger level 4, and 4 of Team ABM coming to the top, stuns the Link off guard. Hanabi is alone right now with the Franco, and it seems like
yes, ABM they're setting up for a dive, but there's a hook connects.
Okay, the Roger gets out due to lack of CC from his team, from INC, but ABM here sort of okay. Playstyle both teams playing slightly safe. Okay, Franco gets the hook onto the Claude, goes down to very low HP. And it seems like, yeah.
The Franco's hook rate is very incredible in this game.
2 for 2 so far. But while all this is going on, INC gets the turtle. ABM still has slight map control, but might follow from this. They still have the goal lead by 200, although it's very
and we see a fight happening in the goal, in the bottom lane. Both the EXP laners have used their ults. And very close. Okay, Terizla's passive takes off the Lapu.
Okay.
And here we see Roger coming to get the even trade. Do you think he will survive? And he evens it out.
Yeah, I think that was because of Terizla's, he didn't have any mana or HP. Overstates.
Yeah, he had very little HP, and with 2 heroes diving, it was very difficult. He has already used his spell and ult.
Okay, the warriors here come in to help the Claude lane. Clears off that angle. 4 players of Team ABM trying to set up another play onto the goal lane. Ling just farming and trying to set up for his items. Franco tries to hook but misses. Both teams trading skills, not hitting any. Oh, we have the reveal here by Xavier. Ling still farming, wanting to get his items. Tries to get the gold from mid lane, and Lolita here is only off the Franco. both teams playing really passively right now, wanting
Yeah,
to.
but we see a lot of pressure being applied on the goal lane of both the teams, as both the MMs in this team in the game are late scaling MMs and easier to pick off in the early.
Yeah, I guess they're trying to funnel their marksman. Oh. Terizla here.
Again, Terizla opens the ult.
Roger goes down to half HP, but it's really tanky. And we don't
Ling is supposed to use the ult defensively and run away to the buff.
Yeah. Oh, a lone Hanabi in top lane, spotted out, but she goes back. Okay, very smart plays here by both teams. Okay, we got a hook by the Franco onto the Lolita, securing a kill for Team INC.
This Franco has been incredible this game. His hooks have been always connecting.
Yeah, earlier this during discussion we thought like the game would be set upon the initiators, like whether Franco could land his hooks, and he did. Like it has been like 3 out of 4 hooks landed, I think. Team ABM does take the turtle. Both teams getting 1 turtle. We see a fight breaking out in the EXP lane. Lapu goes down to half HP, trying to connect with the bravest warrior, but it's really low. Ling might seize upon his opportunity, comes to gank in the bot lane. We see Team ABM spotting this, coming to the bot lane to help their Lapu, and both teams will have to be forced to play passively.
Yes, the EXP lane usually doesn't see this much action, but both the EXP laners this time seem to be very aggressive.
Yeah, I feel like both lanes were.
And we have a jungler versus jungler action going on in the bottom lane. Ling almost picked off.
Roger here being really showing a lot of damage here. Terizla might go down, also onto the Lapu, but
okay, very good ult by Terizla and use of his passive and spell to get out of a 4-man gank.
Yeah, that was a lot of life regen by his that emblem and Alex. Okay,
Terizla finally gets taken off.
Yeah. Did Novaria damage, not one to be joked of. Really good poke and secured by Novaria. Ling here almost.
Ling very riskily. He gets taken down. He ran out of energy. As we see, his blue buff is on the cooldown.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for Team INC, but they do secure the top lane, top turret, sorry, for the.
Yes, Hanabi silently push. Another hook connects. Man, this Franco is on another zone this game.
This Franco has been hooking left and right, securing objectives for INC, just funneling the marksman, and Claude still being level 8 at this point. Well, I mean, their Kanabi is also level 8. It seems like both of them have been farming really well. When you check in the goal difference, yeah, there's not much difference. We'll see Team INC sort of trying to funnel their marksmen, while ABM is all over the map right now. They're ganking bot lane, top lane, and they're taking objectives. 4 of them right now on the mid lane though.
Although Hanabi pushed top, they got a trade in the bottom.
Okay, this was a massive ult by
another hook by Franco.
Okay, that's pretty good. Oh, managed to escape. There's a lance. The
see,
onto the
this
Novaria.
is why Novaria needs a battle spell. She has almost died. Let's hope the passive doesn't kill her.
Escape. Claude here popping the ultimate. Don't think he'll pick off anyone. Ling here trying to secure the kill on the marksman. Tax gets the kill. Another hook by Franco. He has been on his game here. I'll be insane on the Franco, getting all.
This was a very amazing team fight.
Yeah, that too, like all on the important targets. He hooked the marksman. He hooked the jungler. Even hooked Lolita, who's trying to escape. Here we might see an invade onto the blue buff by Terizla, and Franco hooks away the
and
blue
he hooks the blue buff,
stalling for his team. Team ABM getting zoned by the Franco this entire game, and they might have to come up with a counterplay with still 4 members of Team INC.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing about Franco. Even if he's not the most tankiest of tanks, he still gives this pressure when he's in the front line that maybe he will hook you, maybe not, maybe he'll flicker and ult you. And here we see a team fight breaking out in the mid, and Xavier gets picked off.
Amazing ult.
Terizla still ult 3 people, and let's see how long he can survive. And he flickers out. And Ling with a beautiful follow-up. and gets stunned.
Yeah, it does go down.
And we see a solo kill in the top lane.
Team
Okay, so
ABM here playing really
yeah,
strong.
ABM on the offensive and INC is forced to defend mid, and while the Roger invades the jungle.
Yeah. We see the goal lead is still slightly to the advantage of Team ABM because of the kill, but Terisla lands an ultimate onto the Lolita, taking down the roamer. Might be crucial to potential engages. Navari here delaying, trying to stall for that make-up kill. Get reveals the position of Team INC, and ABM here still having map control. They might apply pressure onto the goal lane here. We see Roger coming with the Lito and coming for the
Yes,
Hana.
but that Lolita pick-off was really crucial in defending his top lane. They might be able to hold this lane off as Lolita is not here to set up.
Yeah, Hanabi does almost get a minion. Okay, ABM.
Not a minion, I mean, gets a kill of the Cloud. He's almost 10 HP.
Sorry, I almost mistaken the Cloud for a minion because of that. That might have been a misplay by me. Yeah.
I mean, they have similar HPs.
Okay, I see here having the map control on the left side. We do see that ABM might go for this Lord, a 10-minute Lord. Might give a lot of benefit for the team ABM, but
yes, we see Labu apply split pushing and gonna apply that pressure in the top lane.
A lot of trades given by both teams. Link trying to go in the back line, gets Navaria, and he gets away safely. Wait, Lapu comes in with the Bravest Spider. Misfist, there is
Xavier disengages them.
Rita also ulting air, and I think, okay, Claude comes in with the ultimate, but they are really low. Both teams taking massive.
Yes, they trade Franco for the trade of Claude and their jungler and the EXP. A very good engage coming from Team INC.
Team INC getting 3 kills after that team.
That is a very disciplined Link. He knows exactly when to back off and to when to re-engage.
Oh. I think the Lord might go down to INC.
A beautiful pick-off coming from the ABM, like the Lolita gave vision and Novaria set up the kill. Do you think they'll be able to get the Hanabi? No, she backs away.
Oh, no, the warrior is still here?
Novaria snipe. Oh, and we see how connected. And Franco is ult to secure the kill.
Yeah, I might be a new fan for this Franco. He's just been landing hooks left and right and getting really important objectives and kill. As we do not have the Lolita here for the team fight, which
same. This Franco is on another level, and he's not even using one of the broken quote-unquote skins.
Oh, skill.
And Claude gets picked off.
Yeah. See, INC here really strong.
Yeah, they took all the outer turrets with this Lord push. A very well use of non-enhanced Lord.
Oh, we do see the ultimate here coming out from Navaria. Lolita stuns 3 of
Lolita stuns 4
gets the Link kill.
A very big pick-off from the side of ANC.
Lapu here really low. Okay.
Almost gets hooked, but nullifies the hook with the King's Calling. Or not the King's Calling, Bravest Spider.
Yeah.
And we see Roger coming for his cleanup, but he backs away seeing the Xavier's skill 1 and 2 combo.
Yeah, teammates of INC going down to Team ABM here. Really well played and disciplined ultimates set up by them. Here we might see Lolita trying to scout here, giving a bit more space for Team ABM to work with. Roger here moving up onto the enemy's red buff. But there is Xavier and Franco on this area. Okay, they seem to be recalling. I guess there's a bit of a reset here for Team ABM. But okay.
Yeah, he probably backed away to farm his jungle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the buffs are coming. Now that we have a bit of time to work with, you want to discuss their item sets so far, how we have the build?
Yeah, and wait, before that, the INC has started giving their buff to their marksmen, where Roger is still taking the red. Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look at the items.
Okay.
Hanabi has almost completed her build. Even so with Claude.
No, but she's focused mainly on the team fights, I think.
Yeah, but she is ahead of a Claude by one whole item.
True. Okay. This might be a bit difficult for Team ABM to deal with, but we do see all of them are grouping up right now from Team ABM. They do have.
We might see a concealed play here.
Left side, yeah, it might be possible. Lapu here from the side pick. Oh, he goes
they picked out the Franco hiding in the bush, while the Ling has been steadily pushing the bottom lane.
Yeah, but it does come back to get ready for the team fight that might start here. Both teams playing passively, waiting for the other to engage or a setup. It might be a bit hard for INC currently because of their Team ABM's positioning, and we might see.
Yes, also Ling has to retreat again to get the blue buff. He can't come to the Lord fight without it.
Yeah, but a team fight does start off. Terisla lands 3 ultimate.
He gets shredded by the Claude. Look at the damage.
Yeah, that was insane. It might be a bad position for
Ling might be going for a potential backdoor maybe.
Okay, but they do get the Lord and
okay, he almost cleared off the lane and he's cutting another lane.
A lot of split push pressure being applied by Ling, and Team ABM does seeing this, trying to answer this with Lolita and Lapu coming onto the Ling, but I don't think they might be able to do this, as Team ABM has slight map control over Team INC right now. INC does forced to play passively and safe, and the Lord is coming in the mid lane.
And here we see Team ABM trying to choke off the Ling to keep him from going back. And he gets melted down by the Claude.
Ooh, that was insane damage by the Claude.
Yes, now they'll have to rely on the Franco ult to stop this Claude, or he is gonna melt their entire team.
It might be also relied on the Rizla's ultimate and Hanabi's hook damage to the Lord or the minions, but they are applying ABM applying spread push pressure.
Yeah,
landing and this might be game for Team INC as ABM is pushing onto the base and takes it down. Beautiful plays by both teams here, knowing exactly what they want to do. Ling split pushing, applying pressure, taking the back line. Team INC as Franco on a high roll here, hooking left and right, securing objectives, getting the kills, preventing the enemy from going any further. And there was a massive play by both teams, really good positioning and plays, very even trades also. But the victory does go to Team INC. Sorry, ABM.
Who do you think deserves the MVP? The game gave it to Roger, but I think Lolita was the real MVP.
True. We did see a lot of initiates by Lolita. The flicker ults and ult from the bush caught so many players off guard.
The way she was just zoning everyone away from the objectives they needed to take.
And
this was a very good roamers on the both sides.
Yeah, very strong roamers. Yeah, I think Ling did try to take some of the backlines off, but Lolita was always there to stun Ling and secure, and their team just kept on snowballing and took advantage of their lead. The map control and even Claude, we see a kill by Claude on the Ling because of the Wind of Nature, and Ling not being enough to kill the Claude. Which, if he did, might have been a really good pick-off, as Claude is a really good AoE damage for his team fight. Provides a lot of spread attacks.
I think the difference that helped ANC win was the difference in their mages. The mage picks, to be more precise. Xavier takes a while to really, get going. He needs these 3 and sometimes 4 items if the enemy is not, falling behind to give decent damage.
I do agree on that point. Yeah, that's very good. But I think he had a bit of difficulty positioning against the enemy team, as
he has the lowest gold. His gold is right now lower than Franco's. I think he had difficulty clearing his lane.
Yeah.
Xavier often has this problem where if enemy has someone who can camp, the mid bushes, Xavier cannot go there and clear the lanes very easily.
I feel like that is true. And because of that, because of the goal lead, because of the item difference, Team INC couldn't provide enough damage sometimes. Although the victory would be due to most of the Team ABM having map control, more map awareness, and really good trades. They knew exactly when to ult, when to
Yes, it was a very close match. As you can see, Team INC is leading in the kills.
Back to back, really strong plays teams, and but goes to team.
This is indeed a very good match, worthy of best of 4, best of 3.
Yeah, very strong team here. I'll look forward to the second game as we will be back after.
Mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face, hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, to take the key. When I'm in, I take the key. When I'm in, I get hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, that's it. On me, the take the key. When I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Gun on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, on the beat. That's it, on the beat. I take the key when I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, on the beat. That's it, on the beat. I take the key when I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, on the beat. That's it, on the beat. I take the key when I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, on the beat. That's it, on the beat. I take the key when I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, on the beat. That's it, on the beat. I take the key when I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, on the beat. That's it, on the beat. I take the key when I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, on the beat. That's it, on the beat. I take the key when I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, on the beat. That's it, on the beat. I take the key when I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get on my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. Dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, on the beat. That's it, on the beat. I take the key when I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get dirty on the clock when I get guap. Whipping on the scene when I get crank. Lean on the beat, on me, on the beat. That's it, on the beat. I take the key when I'm in, I take the beat. When I'm in, I get give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock, in this cock, mask on my face. Hesitate to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. to give me some. I'ma catch a murder case. On my clock in this cock, man.
Okay, guys. So there is some issues. So we going to discuss with both are the team, and then we will decide what will happen. Okay, this match going to stop for now. If there is no issues, then it will continue by tomorrow. Otherwise, we will see whatever we will discuss. We will post in on our Discord server, so you can join there for next update. Thank you so much for joining. See you all tomorrow.
Oh, you tell me stories, you tuck me in, and the second you leave, I call you right back to check for monsters in my sheets. Yeah, high school was hard. You'd fight with my mom. I'd fall asleep to the screaming, sound machine always speaking, left emotional scars. Now I'm 21, a soul of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21, a soul of 50 years. And now that you are gone, I'm doing things that I shouldn't know from. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21. At 21. I'm doing things that I shouldn't do. At 21. I'm just a kid. Oh, I'm doing things I shouldn't know from. Yeah, doing things I shouldn't do. At 21. Yeah, I play you my favorite songs on a car ride while you list me all the people that left you in your life. Oh, oh, and you smoke on your chair while I was trying to sleep. I smell the smoke in the air, but that was normal for me. I didn't know. I didn't know.